Alrighty, welcome back to another trade recap. Today I ended up getting fucking cooked. I'm down around like 2 grand on the day. And to be quite honest with you, I'm completely fine with taking the trade. I'm completely fine with taking the trade. As you can see, price action wasn't the most efficient. But at the end of the day, I'm completely fine with taking the trade. I saw exactly what I needed to see. I saw all that I needed to see. I didn't need to see any more confirmation. And if I'm being honest, January has been a big struggle for me. I'm down like 6K on the month. Definitely one of the bigger losing streaks that I've been on as far as like my trading career. But yeah, let's just go over the trade and show you guys what I was thinking coming into market open. So coming into market open, if we take a look at the 4 hour, I was leaning bullish bias. Reason being is because we had this new week opening gap above us. We had this buy side resting above us as well. We had midnight open resting above us. We had a lot of draws on liquidity above us as well as below us. Now, at this point in time, when market was about to open right here, right? Buy side is resting above us. So what I wanted to see coming into market open was I wanted to see something like this. I wanted to see something where we come down, right? We build price action. We come down. We take sell side and all this generated sell side liquidity down here. We tap this unfilled 30-minute. Oh, shit. We tap this unfilled 30-minute, right? And then we have our move higher, and I look for a long down here, right? This is what I wanted to see coming into market open. Obviously, that doesn't mean shit. That's just what I want to see. That's what I need to see in order to take a long, right? I can't take a long right here. So at market open, we end up just taking this internal low and pumping straight to the high. Completely fine, continuing to stay patient, and I just want to see what the market wants to do, right? Because we still have this unfilled 1 hour above us right over here, right? So I still want to just see what the market wants to do. Are we bullish? Are we bearish, right? Because we definitely could still come down, take this generated liquidity, right? Tap this unfilled fair value gap, and then have our move higher towards all this generated buy side liquidity up here, right? Because we have no manipulation leg on the higher time frame. We have no manipulation down here on the higher time frame. So, like I said, at market open, we end up coming up and taking this high and putting in a bullish SMT. So if we take a look over at ES had not taken this high until 7:44, till basically the minute that I got stopped out. We had a bearish SMT. So we end up putting in a bearish SMT with ES. Again, staying patient, not exactly what I wanted to see. We come up, right? We have our internal manipulation, and we open up this first presented. I want to see what this first presented does, right? I want to see what we do with this first presented. I want to see how it react. This is going to tell me a lot of what market might want to do, right? So we end up putting in a bullish SMT, coming down, respecting it, coming back up, and we end up putting in another internal bearish SMT. So if we take a look at ES at 738, at 738, ES ends up coming up and taking this internal high, right? So we end up coming up, having our internal manipulation, continuing to hold this bearish SMT and the internal bearish SMT, right? And taking these internal highs as well, right? So we end up taking these internal highs and putting in another internal bearish SMT. So at this point in time, I'm leaning towards shorts, right? I want to just see a move towards this low hanging fruit, right? That's all I want to see. But I want to see this fair value gap get ran through first and get below this 1 minute change. So what do we end up doing? We end up having a really strong displacement move through the 1 minute change as well as through this 1 minute change that you could consider the 1 minute change, but obviously with this manipulation move, I consider this the 1 minute change always. But we end up having really good displacement lower, and at this point in time at 7:40, the 15 minute is having a huge wick out of this 1 hour. So we're respecting this 1 hour. We have this huge 15-minute wick. The only thing that was sketchy about this trade was that there was this 5 minute right here. There was this unfilled 5 minute fair value gap. But again, with that really good displacement, and we have really good displacement through this 5 minute, we don't tap and have an immediate move higher. That makes me want to... What the fuck? Okay. Jesus. that's showing me that we want to go lower. And again, I just want to see these lows, right? I'm not targeting all the way down here. I'm just targeting these lows. 5 minute, unfortunately, ends up holding completely fine, right? At the end of the day, I was just wrong, right? I was wrong, but this is everything that I needed to see. Everything that I needed to see to take a trade, and I end up getting stopped out right there. So again, this is everything that I need to see. This is everything that I need to see in order to take a setup, right? We have really good displacement through this 1 minute, and there's a couple different factors that went into this trade that would make me not take the trade, right? So for me not to take this trade, if we came down, right, after this SMT, we came down, right, we kind of played around in this fair value gap, not really running it, not really holding it, and then we got through, I would have never taken the trade. I would have never taken the trade because I want to see displacement. I want to see a quick move lower for price to indicate that we want to go lower, right? So when I ended up getting that, right, a really quick move lower, ended up taking a short, right, completely fine with it, and just unfortunately ended up getting stopped out. Part of the game, and I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm completely fine with taking this trade. And then if we just run through price here, the rest of market open, obviously, I ended up getting off. I didn't take anything else. But the rest of market open, we just began to chop, and same thing on ES, just chop. So yeah, that was my trade that I ended up taking today. I think I'm down, I put it on my calculator, let me see. Down $2,090.48 on the day, and then I'm down like $6,500 on the month. So pretty struggling month, if I'm being quite honest with you. And pretty struggling month, if I'm being honest with you. But that's part of trading. You're going to go through ups and downs, and again, completely fine with taking this trade, and just moving forward. I just want to continue to focus on being patient and building good habits, right? Being patient, being disciplined for my model, and building good habits and taking good trades. And that's what you just have to continue to focus on. So that's going to wrap it up here. That was my trade that I ended up taking today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next trade recap.